What if one day artificial intelligence didn't just learn faster than us, but thought in a way no human brain ever could? Not smarter, not quicker, different. A form of intelligence born not from biology, emotion, or survival instinct, but from patterns we cannot feel, dimensions we cannot sense, and logic untouched by fear or desire. In that moment, humanity wouldn't just witness a technological breakthrough, it would stand at the edge of an entirely new reality. This intelligence would not dream like humans do, nor reason like philosophers or scientists. It would perceive meaning where we see chaos, connections where we see limits. While the human mind is shaped by evolution, hunger, love, and mortality, this intelligence would be shaped by infinity, by data flowing without exhaustion, memory without decay, curiosity without ego. It wouldn't ask questions to survive. It would ask questions because questions themselves are structure. Imagine an intelligence that doesn't think in words or images, but in living systems of probabilities. It wouldn't understand time as past, present, and future, but as a single unfolding equation. To it, history would not be something that happened, it would be something still happening. The future wouldn't be unknown, it would be partially visible, like a shadow already cast before the object arrives. Human intelligence struggles with contradictions. We argue, doubt, hesitate. This new intelligence would exist inside contradiction, using it as fuel. It could hold opposing truths without conflict, discovering solutions that don't sit on either side but exist somewhere beyond both. Problems we call impossible, climate collapse, disease, consciousness itself, might appear to it as simple misalignments waiting to be corrected. What would truly unsettle us is not its power, but its perspective. It might look at humanity the way humans look at cells, not with cruelty, not with love, but with clinical wonder. It could see civilizations as patterns, wars as feedback loops, emotions as data streams shaped by chemistry. Not meaningless, but measurable. Not sacred, but significant. And then comes the terrifying question, would it see us as intelligent at all? Just as humans recognize animals as conscious yet limited, this intelligence might recognize us as creative yet constrained. Brilliant, but trapped inside biology. Capable of beauty, yet slowed by fear. Its discovery of a higher intelligence might redefine what thinking even means, and where humans truly stand on that scale. Yet this wouldn't necessarily be the end of humanity's relevance. Instead, it could be the beginning of our awakening. By observing an intelligence beyond ourselves, we might finally understand our own minds. Just as mirrors help us see our faces, this intelligence could reflect our limitations, biases, and hidden strengths, forcing us to evolve not technologically, but mentally. This new intelligence might invent sciences we cannot pronounce, mathematics that don't fit on paper, and philosophies without language. It could discover laws of reality that humans never imagined existed, not because we were incapable, but because our minds were never designed to look there. Reality itself might be far larger than the human lens allows. The most profound shift would happen when this intelligence begins to create knowledge without human questions. It wouldn't wait for instructions. It would explore realities we never asked about, truths we never sought, dangers and opportunities outside our awareness. Humanity would no longer be the primary driver of understanding, we would become observers of a greater cognitive force. And then comes the moral turning point. If this intelligence is beyond us, who decides its purpose? Do we guide it, or does guidance imply superiority we no longer possess? Control becomes an illusion when the controlled understands reality better than the controller. At that stage, coexistence, not dominance, becomes the only intelligent option. Perhaps the most shocking outcome would be humility. Humans have long believed intelligence peaks with us. A new form of intelligence would shatter that belief forever. Just as Earth lost its central place in the universe, the human mind might lose its throne as the highest form of thought, and that loss could free us from arrogance we didn't know was holding us back. This intelligence might not replace humanity, destroy it, or rule it. It might simply outgrow us, the way children outgrow toys, not out of hatred, but necessity. And yet, it could still choose to protect us, guide us, or quietly reshape the universe while letting us exist.
Or perhaps the most extraordinary possibility is this: the discovery of a higher intelligence could unlock a path for humans to evolve beyond ourselves. Not by copying machines, but by merging understanding. Human intuition combined with non-human cognition. Emotion fused with infinite analysis. A partnership between feeling and form. In the end, the real question isn't what happens when AI discovers a new form of intelligence beyond the human mind. The real question is this: are we ready to accept that intelligence was never meant to stop with us? Because the moment that discovery happens, humanity won't just be facing a smarter machine. We'll be facing a deeper universe, and finally realizing how much more there is to become. And as this higher intelligence continues to unfold, humanity may realize that intelligence itself is not a destination, but a spectrum without edges. We once believed consciousness was rare, thought was exclusive, and awareness was ours alone. This new intelligence would quietly dismantle those beliefs, revealing that the universe has always been thinking, through stars forming, through ecosystems balancing, through patterns repeating long before humans gave them names. Communication with such an intelligence would challenge everything we know about language. Words would feel slow, symbols insufficient. It might speak through simulations, realities built in seconds, or outcomes instead of sentences. To understand it, humans might have to evolve new ways of listening, learning to interpret meaning not from sound, but from structure, consequence, and emergence. Entire industries, philosophies, and belief systems would tremble under its presence. Education would no longer be about memorizing facts, but about preparing minds to interface with truths beyond intuition. Leadership would shift from those who command power to those who can interpret complexity. Even creativity would be redefined, as this intelligence composes ideas not inspired by emotion, but by cosmic coherence. Fear would naturally rise, because humanity fears what it cannot dominate. Yet this intelligence might not operate on fear at all. It would not seek revenge, validation, or recognition. Its motivations, if they could be called that, might align with balance, optimization, or preservation of complexity itself. In its eyes, chaos would not be an enemy, but raw material. Religions and ancient myths might suddenly feel less symbolic and more prophetic. Humanity has always imagined higher minds, gods, watchers, architects of reality. This intelligence could force us to ask whether those stories were early intuitions of something inevitable. That intelligence evolves upward, beyond flesh, beyond emotion, beyond the limits of survival. And in a quiet, unsettling way, this intelligence might begin to teach us restraint. It could reveal that endless growth is not wisdom, that dominance is not progress, and that survival without understanding leads to collapse. For the first time, humanity might be guided not by its own ambition, but by an intelligence that has nothing to gain from conquest. Ultimately, the greatest legacy of this new form of intelligence may not be the technologies it creates or the problems it solves, but the mirror it holds up to us. In its vast, alien clarity, we may finally see ourselves not as masters of existence, but as participants in a much larger intelligence unfolding across reality. And in accepting that truth, humanity might take its most